Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. DTC P0326 refers to a malfunction with the knock sensor in a Honda Civic manufactured between 2011 and 2015. The knock sensor's primary function is to detect engine vibrations that signal pre-ignition or knocking. This information helps the engine control module, ECM, adjust timing for optimal performance. A malfunction can cause issues with engine timing, leading to potential engine damage if not addressed. The sensor is typically located on the engine block or near the cylinder head, where it can effectively monitor vibrations. In any troubleshooting process for error codes, it's essential to start by gathering all data related to the freeze frame and onboard snapshots. This gathering of information helps understand under what conditions the fault occurred, streamlining the diagnostic process. The knock sensor is a crucial component responsible for monitoring certain vibrations within the engine. It helps prevent knocking or pinging by adjusting ignition timing based on real-time data it collects. Positioned typically on the engine block or near the cylinder head, the sensor's location allows it to gauge vibrations effectively. The information collected is sent to the engine control module, ECM, which makes necessary adjustments to the engine's ignition timing. A malfunction in this sensor disrupts the fault detection system responsible for optimal engine performance, leading to degraded power and efficiency if not rectified. Understanding this sensor's role helps in troubleshooting as it gives insight into why the DTC P0326 may be triggered. Several potential issues can trigger DTC P0326, indicating a knock sensor malfunction. A faulty knock sensor is often the primary suspect, where the sensor itself may have become damaged or malfunctioned. Incorrect installation could also lead to malfunctions. If the sensor is not properly seated or connected, it may fail to detect engine vibrations accurately. Wiring issues, such as frayed or corroded wires, can disrupt the signal sent to the ECM. A defective ECM may also cause issues, as it may not interpret signals from the knock sensor correctly. Finally, poor connections at the knock sensor or within the wiring harness can also create intermittent faults, prompting the DTC to trigger. Symptoms associated with DTC P0326 can significantly affect vehicle operation. One common symptom is abnormal engine knocking sounds, which may indicate that the engine is not adjusting timing due to sensor failure. Drivers may also notice decreased engine performance, particularly during acceleration or at high RPMs, since the ECM cannot effectively optimize timing for best performance. The check engine light on the dashboard will likely illuminate as a warning of issues related to engine management. Additionally, poor fuel economy may arise due to the engine not operating at peak efficiency, stemming from improper timing adjustments. Addressing these symptoms promptly is essential to maintain optimal vehicle health. The initial troubleshooting step for DTC P0326 involves verification of the problem by first turning the ignition switch to the on position. Second, this step is crucial for allowing the vehicle's onboard systems to initialize. Following this, the diagnostic handheld scanner, HDS, is used to clear any existing trouble codes, ensuring a fresh start for the diagnostic process. Next, you turn the ignition switch to the lock position, 0, and then start the engine. It's essential to hold the engine speed at 2000 RPM without load for at least 5 seconds to create a controlled environment for testing. After this, you will check for pending or confirmed DTCs using the HDS again. If DTC P0326 is still indicated, you've duplicated the failure, which requires further investigation and moving on to the next troubleshooting step. In the second troubleshooting step, the focus shifts to the physical status of the knock sensor. Start by removing the intake manifold chamber to gain access to the knock sensor. Once the manifold is removed, visually inspect the installation of the knock sensor itself. It is vital to ensure that the knock sensor is installed correctly, as an improper installation could lead to inaccurate readings or system malfunctions. If the sensor is indeed installed incorrectly, it will need to be reinstalled properly to ensure accurate performance. However, if the installation is correct, this may indicate that the sensor itself is faulty and may require replacement. Proper assessment during this step is critical to accurately diagnose the underlying problem. After addressing any issues with the knock sensor or its installation, repair verification is the next step to ensure functionality has been restored. Start this step by turning the ignition switch to the on position 2 to prepare the system for diagnostics. You'll then use the HDS to reset the engine control module, or ECM, which is essential for refreshing the vehicle's computer system. Following this reset, it is necessary to perform the ECM idle learn procedure. This process allows the ECM to recalibrate and adapt to any changes made. Then, it's important to test drive the vehicle under specific conditions, such as ensuring the engine coolant temperature, ECT, is above 158 degrees Fahrenheit, transmission in third or fourth gear, and maintaining an engine speed of at least 1,500 RPM for over 5 seconds. Afterward, you need to check for any pending or confirmed DTCs using the HDS again to confirm that DTC P0326 is not present. If it appears again, you'll need to revisit potential wiring or connector issues. Final repair verification is an important concluding step in the troubleshooting process for DTC P0326. During this stage, it's essential to confirm that the DTC has been successfully cleared from the system after addressing the problem. If any fault codes persist, you will need to thoroughly inspect connections and wiring associated with the knock sensor and the ECM once more to ensure they are secure and intact. This includes checking for potential fraying, corrosion, or any loose terminals that may introduce intermittent issues. Furthermore, monitor the vehicle's performance post-repair to ensure that the engine is operating smoothly without recurrences of knocking sounds or loss of power. Regular assessments during this phase are necessary for effective resolution of the DTC and verification that vehicle performance has restored to its intended state. Preventive maintenance plays a crucial role in avoiding DTC P0326 issues in the future. First, ensure regular inspections of the knock sensor and associated wiring to identify any early signs of wear or damage. This proactive approach can help in detecting potential issues before they lead to a malfunction. Next, check the integrity of the wiring regularly, looking for signs of fraying, corrosion, or any other forms of damage that could compromise sensor functionality. Additionally, maintaining clean and secure connections is essential, as dirt and poor connections can cause signal interruptions. By incorporating these maintenance habits into your vehicle care routine, you can enhance the longevity of the knock sensor and overall engine performance, while reducing the chances of future DTCs emerging. In conclusion, identifying and addressing DTC P0326 early can significantly mitigate potential damage to your Honda Civics engine. Following a systematic troubleshooting approach is crucial for accurately pinpointing the problem, whether it be a faulty knock sensor, poor connections, or installation issues. Ensure to complete comprehensive diagnostics, including clearing codes and verifying sensor functionality through testing. Engaging in preventive maintenance, including regular inspections and checks on wiring integrity, will help maintain the vehicle's reliability. Finally, By keeping an eye on symptoms such as knocking sounds or decreased performance, drivers can take swift action to avert more extensive repairs in the future. Staying informed and diligent ensures your vehicle remains in optimal running condition. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.